Yeah, I want more of this here to show. But if the picture needs to show, then it'll show. Do do do. All right, let's go. Yeah. Oh, you know what? Let me turn off the. I'm gonna turn you off because you be doing too much. Yeah, you be doing too much. 360 camera. Okay, while we wait. Yeah, I'm off today, right? So again, so I said, let me try to do something early, right? Let me try to do something early. Good afternoon, everyone. So I said, you know what? I have nothing to do today. So, hi, Rose. I said, let me just do this now. Let me just wait for the momentum. If it builds up, if it doesn't, whatever. It's a beautiful day outside again. And it's good to be alive. And so I'm just doing me as usual, but I'm going to do Mixxy and Messy now. I don't want to do it later on because I got to go to work tomorrow and I don't want to be all tired. So I said, you know what, let me come on midday. Let me come on midday and do this. Because I can, it's my platform. Wow. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Hi, Guyanese number 2, midday here with the Mixy and Messy segment. Me just I wait a little bit, how it go. So I said, you know what, let me do this early. The Mixy and Messy, because today's Mixy and Messy. Yesterday we did the big woman things, but we were cooking and doing the normal things that big woman do, right? Okay. Cook and all these things. That dinner was delicious with the Brussels sprouts and stuff. No, sir. Me said the food tastes good. If you didn't see the live, it's up there where, big woman things was cooking in the kitchen. You stay there, laugh. You not hear nothing yet. So yeah, so on this mixy and messy segment, we're going to be a little mixy and messy, but we're going to be doing it in a educational way. Cause some of the people they gone mad. So we got 2 topics that we're going to hit, right? Because this is getting out of control. Okay. So as you can see, the outfit. Right. So okay. So I don't think others are going to come on right now, but whatever. So this is what we're going to do first. Now, some of you guys might not know what the word solicitation means when you solicit. Okay, so let's go and listen. Are you mean, guy? He's number 2. Okay, so let's get the definition of solicitation while I smoke my big head spliff. Listen up, guys. Listen up.
Language.Foundation's Video Dictionary, helping you achieve understanding. Request for a sum of money. Appeal, collection, ingathering. The act of enticing a person to do something wrong, as an offer of sex in return for money. Allurement. An entreaty addressed to someone of superior status. A solicitation to the king for relief. Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials.
Okay. Now, you have various forms of solicitation, hundreds of forms. The one we're going to discuss on Mixy and Messy is between employer and employee. Now, the number 1 solicitation thing here is this. You're an ex-employee or you're a current employee. But behind your employer's back, you solicit the employer's people over to where you are, or for whatever you want, right? That's called solicitation, which means you are unethical in the sense that behind your employer's back, you're trying to take or gain money off one of the employer's vendors or donors. It's called solicitation. Now, in America, people put up signs, no soliciting. That means they don't want to hear nothing from you about nothing you have to do, to give, to sell, or whatever. They don't want to hear nothing. That's in the US of A. In Jamaica, I don't know how the solicitation laws go, because I'm not, Jamaican. You guys would have to teach me this. But when it comes to the employer and the employee, your worker, it is an unethical act. And when you find out that one of your ex-employees or current employees is also soliciting from your vendors and your donors, it's an immediate, dismissal. Yeah. Because now what you're building and what you're investing in, which is yours, right? Which is yours. It belongs to you. You're the boss, right? And behind your back now, you have others who are trying to solicit your people from you. It's very unethical. And the term is called solicitation, where an employer, this is one of them. This is one of them out of hundreds. I just picked this one, but there's hundreds of solicitation laws in America, right? In America. Okay. I picked one. It is what it is. I picked one where it applies to an employer who has an employee or ex-employee who goes behind the employer's back and then tries to solicit things from the vending or vendors or the donors. And this is how it's done.
Language.Foundation's Video Dictionary, helping you achieve understanding. Request for a sum of money. Appeal, collection, ingathering. The act of enticing a person to do something wrong.
Let's play that
as an
one more
offer of
time.
sex
Let's just go back to the beginning.
Language.Foundation's Video Dictionary, helping you achieve understanding. Request for a sum of money. Appeal, collection, ingathering. The act of enticing a person to do something wrong, as an offer of sex in return for money. Allurement. An entreaty addressed to someone of superior status. A solicitation to the king for relief.
Unique.
Become our student and get
Okay.
access to effective
Now the first one you hear is this Yawanya. Listen. Listen. This is the first one. Listen.
Language.Foundation's Video Dictionary, helping you achieve understanding. Request for a sum of money.
Solicitation.
Appeal, collection, ingathering.
Solicitation.
The act of enticing a person to do something wrong, as an offer of sex in return for money.
Solicitation.
Allurement.
Solicitation.
An entreaty addressed to someone of superior status.
Solicitation.
A solicitation to the king for relief.
So when you hear the people them say, nobody tell the people them say, not tell them, Why? If you do, no, 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 you can't make nobody know it. Please, me, I beg you. Not tell the people then, please. So what's the reason? You're just as bad. You're just as bad. Because you know why? The two are uno is to solicitator. Right? What I get from the other. So you see how it go? So now, what's yours? What you've earned and what you've built, right? Now it becomes a problem. Because the people around you are like, I should repost that live I made many moons ago with the slippers and the foot and all these things. I should really go back and repost that one because people seem to forget about the foot and the slippers. Them seem to just forget. I don't understand. How do you see slippers and foot? No, sir. Anywho, so now what you get now? Observing. So this is why I said, let me build some content on the content of the situation without actually going through the situation. But to make it clear, it's called solicitation. And amongst employers, you will see this a lot with their employees, especially when they have donors and they got vendors. In America, when all of this is going on with this so-called charitable solicitation, it's about registered charities and the things you can do and don't do. That's in America, right? In Jamaica, I don't know how it is, right? But it ends up to be the same thing where you say charitable solicitation, where you have a foundation, you have built up a foundation online, okay, whatever it is, right? You have, people around you, doing their thing. And at the same time, this has been going on through history. This is nothing new. That you will have ones who will do this. They will solicit your people for themselves. It's been happening forever. It's just that when you find out, you're just like, well, I never. Well, look at this. Real talk. So what you have earned and what's yours, what you've accomplished. Others around you pretend. And this is where the ethical part comes in, where you use ethics. Is this a right thing to do? No, it's not. It's not. Because now you've created this, you meaning, the solicitors. You've created this environment of untrust. And sometimes these things need to happen. Now let's move along to the blind. What I don't gather is this. How you got the blind people actually trying to lead the blind? Me not understand. Me I try to figure out that they one day. Because in scriptures, you hear about the blind. I lead the blind. Me want to know where these blind people on truth camp, how them is blind and I talk about blind people. I don't understand. I don't get it. Make it make sense. Because you hear the term, the blind leading the blind, right? Well, we're not talking about that one there. Well, it kind of is, but in a different way. Because you cannot have a set of blind people. I try to bring down blind people. Where that work at? Where this actually happen at on earth? Where? Imagine. Imagine. Under attack are now don't even have words. I don't. The most I could do is grab from my Bible. Imagine blind people are under attack. Blind people are under attack by these demonic blind people. It makes no sense. When you're blind, literally talking, your eyes are not always closed. You could be blind, your eyes are open, but there. Right? Okay. When you're blind, you have heightened senses. Heightened. Your senses become more heightened because you have no vision. And people can walk around blind with their eyes open. They don't have to wear shades like Stevie Wonder and Ray Charles. And they did that because of the way their eyes looked. But now, in current times, advanced technologies and stuff, blind people don't have to walk around like they're blind. And then I have to act as if they're blind. Are you mad? But yet these people say they don't watch XYZ, they don't know this, they don't know that, they don't see this, they don't do this, they don't watch, or you know everything. How you see every move, every step, everything, but you don't watch nobody. Me say when the creator finish with you know, on truth camp, no. When him not ready yet. Thank you, Shrekky. Thank you, Shrekky, darling. Okay, you know, he corrected me. Shrekky says, you don't have heightened senses. You just become more aware of them. Okay. And pay attention to the things that most don't because they perceive the world in a different way. That's beautiful, right? So how dare you, Untruth Camp, how dare you, you blind, evil, wicked women on social media. How dare you come after the blind? YouTube, you got to do something with these people. The blind? You understand, Rose? How does it happen that these are the blind people, the heathen, the pagan, they're people there? How come they have the right, the authority, the freedom of speech? Okay. But you are pulling down a set of people who are visually impaired, and you think it's funny? You think it's a topic of conversation? You know, for you guys to do this on a continuum? Me sorry for no. Because you guys are really mixy and messy. It's horrible. I mean, okay, you can talk about whatever. All right, talk, and then you guys talk about not talking about people, children. You see why things happen. You see why there's no sympathy and empathy for the untruth camp, right? You see why? Because there you guys go again, right? Picking apart, scrutinizing on things that is not your concern, and you claim, say you're in a business with people, you tear down. Where you tear down? The blind? Oh, you're tearing down the blind now. Oh, that's your mission, right? To tear down the blind. Now it's the blind. Okay. Reading the Bible is not even good for you people, so I'm not even going to do it because you don't deserve the words. I'm just going to use my own mouth and tell them about on the worry, what's it not. I have never ever in my life, I've never, I cannot fathom how wana uno is a muma. And this is the way that you guys present yourself on social media. When it comes to the sick, when it comes to the infirmed, when it comes to the blind, when it comes to the hungry, homeless. You guys have no heart, right? Because we know what your heart is, right? The untruth camp. Your hearts are made of stone. So stop calling on Jesus. He does not see you. Uno is a set of wicked. That's it. The prevalent word in the Bible. That's the only word. Uno, untruth camp, is a set of wicked. Because uno pitch and pray on the weak and the infirmed people then as well. And you're gonna get it. Just watch. Just watch and see. Just leave everything. Just leave everything to time. Got uno really mixy and messy. And y'all should be taken down because now it's reportable that you guys are going after blind people, right? Blind people, trying to prove that blind people are not blind people. It's disgusting. And that's due to your lack of education. I don't know why people listen to you. You cannot read, you cannot spell, you cannot write. Your street smartness is not helping no one. You're misleading people. And again, the blind. Don't forget, again, the blind continue to do what? Lead the blind. Anita, darling. Adata bon uno on truth camp. Adata bon uno. Nobody not afraid of uno around here. What you're doing is not right. It's evil. It's wicked. Just to use those words in scriptures. Wicked people. That's it. No other words, no other names, none of that. Just, Bible terms. Wicked people. That's it. So we got the solicitors and the wicked people. You can be blind and your head is moving all over the place. You're listening to stuff. You're just like, You can be blind and hear things. You can go on YouTube. You can go on all kinds of stuff and listen to stuff. I'm not sure how, the severity of the blindness is, but visually impaired people learn about cars, automobiles, TVs, music, all kinds of stuff. They're not limited. Good? And when they're hearing something, even though they're on a screen, on a phone, they're listening, they're not watching. Now, if they have a little vision, they might see little blurs or whatever. But they can listen and formulate what's going on by conversation, by words. You don't have to read words, you can hear words. It's people, you see, man. You're such a copycat, Anita. Doesn't it feel good? I am telling you, girl. Look how beautiful I look. Yeah, so it does work. The sun shines beautiful. So, but I had enough. I didn't want to repeat it again to look like a copycat. But yeah, girl, it's very inspiring. So yeah, I just wanted to go over, that on this Mixxy and Messy segment. I didn't want it to be too, heavy. But we have to do better than, how we're doing as black women again, who are very hateful towards each other. That's right, Anita. Just go outside and take a walk and get some sun. It makes you feel so much better and energized. Like I said, you can skip to Milou. You stay there. I came home and I cooked a whole meal. It was delicious. It's delicious. Yeah, girl. So we just have to learn to live good. But these people don't know because, like I said, the blind. You see, this is where we get to see where scriptures always come to light. The blind leading the blind, right? Then you wonder what it means. The blind. The blind. You get a full example. The blind leading the blind. No, sir. It deep. And them ya blind people. Them ya one ya. I try to lead the blind. Negatively. And then again, because their people is blind, they also leading their blind people into nonsense, into incorporating what they're saying as word, as truth. All yet y'all haven't apologized to Urain, right? Y'all haven't said I'm sorry, right? This just goes to show that you're talking a load of BS just to talk. I'm going to let that one pass, Jane, though, because I'm not going to not smoke. I do eat fruits in the can. So we're talking about the blind, as a matter of fact. We're not talking about smoking. What's up, Jane Doe 73? What's up, girl? No, we're just talking about these mean-spirited women, Jamaican women, and they belong to an untruth camp, right? Because that's what I call them, the untruth camp. And now they're attacking the visually impaired. They can't even spell visually impaired. They don't even know what visually impaired means. And she got to go ask her mouthpiece, what visually impaired mean? Come here, I know what you are talking about visually impaired. You big dodo. Oh, she means that when you're blind or you can't see. She love use words. You see that dirty Rasta she. Yeah, visually impaired, whatever. Go sit down. Yeah, so they're attacking the visually impaired. And I am speaking on it because it's not it's not Christ-like. I wonder if, she's going to pray for the blind people in her morning inspirations. It's okay. Your judgment soon come. You will, I will know. untruth can't be people. The only judgment is every day. Always remember this. You will not escape it. Every day is your judgment. Every single day you on social media is a judgment for you. Real talk. It's a never-ending judgment. Never-ending torture. For you. But you think it's funny. But it's not. It's your judgments. Now that you've done this, you're going to get another judgment. Good? Just remember that. Remember, guys, now that she's done this, her and her camp, untruth, they're going to get another judgment. Watch. Watch. It's every day for them. Every day. That's why you don't really have to say anything. You just watch them get their judgments. You saw that, right, Anita? See, the proof is in the sun. I sat in the sun for like an hour and a half. It really works. Now I see why now I see why Makeda worshipped the sun until she met Solomon. She was a sun worshiper. She loved the sun. But it does do something. Look. Right? It sorry, that's the weed. But yeah, it does. But I did just take a shower too, because some people they don't like the beard. A lot of people you can't tell say when they're not beard. Me just take a shower, wash my dread them, put it up in a ponytail, skin clean, water and soap. Some people don't like water and soap. That's why their knees are black and their elbows are black. Now go out into the sun and get some vitamin D before it go away. Early morning up to 12:30, the full effect of the sun. Yeah, girl. Yes, Anita. Beast One, my sweetheart. How you doing, darling? We're talking about the blind. And we're talking about these mean-spirited women. Of course, they're Jamaican. I'm sorry, Jamaican people, but I love my Jamaican culture. But they belong to the untruth camp, and now they're going after blind people. So we just want it out into the atmosphere. We just want the Lord to hear this, even though he knows. And we need him to act quickly because this is not good. And the Lord, our creator, he loves a blind person. Okay? Because when he can get them to see, it's amazing. Thank you, Anita. They're cruel, Beast One. I mean, we're on social media, we laugh, we talk all kind of stuff. All right. But certain topics should be offhand. If you don't believe something, then don't believe it. But just keep that to yourself. But don't go out there and say that people are acting to be blind. It takes energy to act to be blind. Can you act to be blind? Can you act like you blind? It's you cannot. After a while, people are gonna know that you're not blind. Come on. But blind people are natural with their blindness. And this shows you the kind of people who's talking ain't got no brain cell. I keep telling you guys about the one brain cell people on the things that me I joke I play, we don't know. And them they in the untruth camp. One brain cell, each one of them. Because if you have any kind of heart, with your own two eyes are deceiving you. Because you are blind, truly blinded. And your heart is truly what? Made out of stone. So stop calling on Jesus, to Christos name. Him not hear you. You understand, Beast One? This is why you have to be sensitive, because you don't know who's on your life, who have blind people in their family, and you're spouting out this venom about blind people. You see what I'm saying? I mean, you can say to me all day, stop smoking, stop smoking. Okay, that's nothing, right? That's nothing. I can either curse you around, say, leave me alone, shut up, whatever, blah, 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 right? That's nothing. That's nothing. Because, you're concerned of my health, my lungs, whatever, right? Okay, I appreciate that. No situation, but now top. Right? Okay, good. But when it comes to visually impaired people, infirmed, people with disabilities, you've got to be careful. And again, also the venom is also directed to her and her family. So there's all this venom just crossing over, on social media because, ones are saying stuff and, she's responding and, so there's all of this hatred going on. Now I say something, who knows, she might come after me and say I'm this, I don't care because we all already know the history we got. Because, she struck my channel. Piece one. I think there is a line between making fun of something someone else has control over versus a hand they were dealt. Thank you, baby. This is what I'm talking about. We can labber, we can say what we're saying on social media, but when it comes to certain topics, again, you do not know. I used to stutter. I couldn't speak. You know how many people stutter? And I spoke about that because it's not funny. You don't know who. You don't know who in whose family is deaf, blind, and unable to speak. But you're blurting out your little venom on people, your judgmental narratives. To say, well, this is not true. Who is you to judge people? So it's very sad. So you see, this is where you lose the sensitivity towards people on social media because you feel like you can just blurt out things. I remember when I was angry with the same camp, I went in on who's barren and can't have no children, to the point I had to realize that there's women out there who cannot have children. And I'm going in on Michelle about her not being able to have no children. Okay, so in anger, I was also being insensitive towards women who cannot bear children based on this individual in the untruth camp. So then we'll dry you out. But you don't really mean it for all women. You mean it for she. But then again, there's thousands of women who cannot have children. Right? So so I ain't gonna apologize to her. But I will, and I did apologize to all those women who might have been watching and saying, listen to this bitch. But it's not directed at them. So you gotta watch, this is where your presentation and things you say affects other people. Hi, Sid, darling. Thank you for watching as usual, my baby. Thank you, Sid Gupta. Yeah, Beast One. Sometimes I have my moments. Sometimes I ramble all over the place. But no, because we're talking about the human factor of the thing, right? Is that, blindness is nothing to play with. The Father will make you blind. We've already seen it in scriptures, right? He also makes the blind see. So when I'm here trying to present content, even though I'm saying Mixxy and Messy, these people are Mixxy and Messy. Do you get the concept? So we're talking about the Mixxy and messiness of these people, as well as we could talk about other stuff. But I chose to talk about this because it's Mixxy and Messy, and it's dealing with you as a human being attacking the blind. It's unethical and it's not right. And you got to be careful because God sees everything. Okay, I'm not going to make this live long. I just wanted to talk about that, get it off my chest. And I also wanted to clarify the solicitation factor of things, that this has been going on forever, that you will have ex-employees, all kind of people contacting your vendors, your donors, and so forth, and wanting to do things behind your back. And then when you hear, you're like, oh, no, it's been going on forever. What you're supposed to do is just learn from it and know, well, these are the people. Okay, no problem. It's good to know. Run along. Isn't that something? But that happens though. In all arenas, it happens. You will have people going behind your back and say, look, me no want you to tell Mary Jane, please me, I beg you. But because sometimes, she get upset with things, I mean I want to have to know nothing. Please, I'm begging you. But I need I don't know if you can help me, because me no want me no want to start talk, but I don't. So I don't know if you can help me with this situation. Please, me I beg you, don't say nothing. Me I beg you, please, I beg you. So why you don't want me to send? You hear what I'm saying? If you got talk, it don't make no sense me even continue then. Right? Because if you got talk, it don't make no sense me continue. Me I ask you not to say nothing, and you ask me about all these things. Me I tell you something. Me no want Mary Jane no. That's it. Me just do me I beg you not tell her. Isabel, darling. And that's how the conversation goes on. Now you've been solicited. Are you going to engage in the solicitation? Oh, yeah, you did. Why? You're just as guilty. Why did you engage in the solicitation? But we've heard why, with the definitions. You was a lord. You were a lord into it. How? Okay, I'll get how much you want? I shouldn't laugh, I'm sorry. But this is what happens. Thank you, Peace One. I'm going to end soon. But this is what happens behind your back. It's called solicitation. There's a word for it, right? It's unethical. It's an unethical act where you go behind your employer's back, and you go into their vendors and to their donors or whatever, and you solicit from them, and you just don't want no one to talk. Please, I beg you, don't say nothing. So you've solicited them. That's all. So with that, I just wanted to go over that. And I'm glad Anita went out into the sun and she sees how wonderful it is. It's wonderful. And when it gets warmer, you should do it more and more. It just gives you such youthfulness and just such a glow. It's just wonderful. Thank you for watching, darlings. Don't forget to subscribe. Hi, Jane Doe 73. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. It's a beautiful day, as you can see. Just enjoy the day and just, remember God, love him and all of that. And remember, if you have your platform, to be careful and choose your words wisely, because again, even Beast One has, a relative who's blind. Can you imagine if I started talking about blind people in a horrible way and Beast One is on the live? He would be like, you got to be careful. Anita, darling. Okay, I'm going to see when I can do karaoke. I got to see because I got a busy work week. Y'all don't want to give me no super chats, whatever. I had to take an additional shift because the water no cheap. I love you guys. Oh, God.